Everyone has a list. Guidebooks have a list. Instagram has a list. And most of those lists sound exactly the same, like they were written by someone who spent one afternoon in Manhattan and called it a personality. This is not that list. I have walked this city in heat, in rain, in that weird February light when everything looks like an old movie. These are the 10 places that still hit me. Not because they are famous, but because they feel real when you are standing in them. Let's start at 10 and work our way to the one I would send you if you had exactly one free afternoon in New York. Number 10, Brooklyn Bridge at sunrise. I know, obvious, but obvious things become obvious for a reason. Get there early, before the joggers multiply and before the photo crowds turn the walkway into a runway. Stand in the middle, look south toward the harbor, look north toward the skyline. The wood planks under your feet, the cables above you, the East River moving like it has somewhere to be. It is one of those rare New York moments where the city feels ancient and brand new at the same time. Bring coffee. Stay longer. Planned. Number 9. Central Park, but not the whole park. Central Park is huge. People try to do it like a checklist and end up exhausted and confused. Pick one pocket and let it breathe. For me, it is the Ramble in the morning, or Bethesda Terrace when the acoustics catch someone's quiet guitar, or simply a bench near the lake where you watch about your life problems. The park works when you stop performing for it. New York is loud. This is where you remember you have a nervous system. Number 8, the High Line. Yes, it is popular. Yes, it can feel crowded on a perfect Saturday. Go anyway, preferably on a weekday near golden hour. It is a park built on old freight rail above the street, which is already a sentence that sounds made up. You walk through grasses and art installations while taxis move below you like a separate species. Chelsea around it has changed, but the walk still gives you that strange floating feeling, like the city let you see its blueprint. Number 7, Greenwich Village. Not the postcard version, the real version, the narrow streets, the corner restaurants that look unremarkable and then ruin you, food back home, the little parks where people read actual books. Washington Square Park on a warm evening is chaos in the best way. Music, students, tourists, locals, all arguing with the same city in different accents. The Village reminds you that New York was a collection of villages before it became a brand. Number 6, Grand Central Terminal. People rush through it like it is only a commute. Look up. The ceiling, the light through those tall windows, the hum of a place that has moved millions of people for generations. Go to the Whispering Gallery if you have 5 minutes. It is touristy, it is silly, and it's still... That is New York honesty. Number 5, Dumbo and the Brooklyn waterfront. Cross the bridge or take the train. Either way, get to the cobblestone streets and the old brick buildings that feel like they remember the river when the river was the whole economy. The view of Manhattan from here, especially from Brooklyn Bridge Park, is the view people fly across the world to photograph. But stand there on a plain Tuesday, watch the light change on the buildings, listen to the water. You will understand why people tolerate the rent, the noise, the chaos. For about 90 seconds, it makes perfect sense. Number 4, the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Even if you do not think you are a museum person, give it 2 hours and no plan. Get lost. Find the Temple of Dendur, a room that makes you go quiet without knowing why. New York sells speed. The Met sells stillness at scale. And when you walk back out onto Fifth Avenue, the city hits harder because you briefly stepped outside of time. Number 3, Lower Manhattan after dark. Not Times Square, Lower Manhattan. Wall Street when the workers are gone and the canyons feel empty. Stone Street with its lights and tables. The feeling that you are walking through layers. Dutch New York, British New York, immigrant New York, financial New York. Stand near the stock exchange not because you care about stocks, but because history in this city is vertical. You are always standing on someone's older story. Number 2, The Staten Island Ferry. It is free. Read that again. It is free. And it gives you one of the best harbor views in the world. Statue of Liberty, Ellis Island, the skyline opening like a curtain. Tourists sometimes treat it like a photo machine. Locals treat it like a commute. Do both. Ride at sunset if you can. Stay on the deck. Let the wind mess up your hair. This is the city introducing itself without trying to sell you anything. And number 1, Roosevelt Island tram at sunset. My personal pick, and I will defend it. The tram glides over the East River with that slow, almost gentle suspense. Queensbridge on one side, Midtown on the other, the city spread out like it is showing off just for you. It is not the most famous attraction, it is not the most photographed, but it is the most New York in a single minute. Ambition, height, motion, beauty, and quiet thought that millions of lives are happening under that view while you are suspended in the air. So that is my 10. You will notice what is missing. Times Square made the cut on 0 of my lists, not because it is evil, but because it is an experience of advertising, not place. You go once to say you went. Then you go live your actual New York in neighborhoods that still feel like they belong to people. If you only take one thing from this video, take this. New York rewards the curious, not the rushed. Walk one extra block. Turn down one street you did not plan. Sit on one bench with no destination. The best place in New York is rarely the loudest. It is the one that makes you put your phone down for a minute and realize the city